Hey guys, Darren from Waterscapes Australia. Today we're at the Aquascape Supplies office on the beautiful Sunshine Coast. We're going to be installing the small Pondless kit out here as a display. We thought, what a great opportunity to show you guys our easy step-by-step process. First things first, let's look at positioning and design. We need to think about our main viewpoints. In this case being a display, we're directing at the passing traffic and office entrance. Well, obviously at home, you'll be wanting to place your water feature in a spot where you can really make the most of it. Think about where your water feature will have the most impact. Whether it's an entertainment area or house entrance, it's key to make sure your water feature is orientated well and sits naturally into the landscape. Okay, now we'll mark out the size of our basin, so get the configuration of the matrix boxes in the vault somewhat like this. Get a spray can and mark around about 100 mils around the outskirts of this configuration to give room for the geofabric and liner. And then proceed to dig. Put together your matrix boxes. These matrix boxes are used to hold the volume of water. To get the depth of our basin, we need to make sure the matrix boxes sit around about 100 mils lower than the surrounding soil edge.
In order to get all the water from the basin in use, we sink the vault down to the extra depth of the pump. Once we are sure everything is level and there are no sharp stones or roots protruding, we can go ahead and put in the liner. Geotextile fabric is used as an underlay, then the EPDM liner is stepped in, making sure to leave enough access on all sides. Place the vault and the matrix boxes back in the basin, then backfill. Make sure to fill from all sides evenly to prevent the boxes being pushed out of line.
Alright, so now we've finished our water basin, we can get onto the plumbing. Here we've got an Aquascape AquaSurge 3000 submersible pump. The 3000 stands for 3,000 gallons per hour. Here in Australia we say around about 12,000 litres per hour, which will give us a nice flow. So on top of our pump we'll go the check valve, which is a one-way valve which will prevent the water from coming back down into our basin. On the other side of our check valve will be a reducer which will convert the provided 50 mil into a 40 mil for our pipe, which is 40 mil. This will then live in the bottom of our vault. Our pipe comes through like that and joins into there.
It's time to get creative now, so take a step back and visualise where you might want your stream to go. Think about the pooling areas, the bends in the stream and waterfalls. So take your marker paint and draw out the proposed stream and proceed to dig about 200 mils deep for the main stream, and you can go deeper for the pooling areas.
We're working with about a 2.4 wide liner, so if you can imagine your size rock on either side is going to bring it all in a bit. So now's the time to start thinking about if you want a feature rock or a framer rock. Maybe you want to cut out a bit of a section to create a bit of shape around the place and just get a bit creative with it.
When placing rocks, avoid stacking on a line. Remember, this is a natural creek. Randomise your rock sizes and shapes. Leave areas for pebbling out and planting. It's also a good idea to take a step back and visualise the landscape as a whole. Rock placement will make or break your water feature and can be the difference in whether it looks man-made or as if it had been there forever.
When ordering your rock supplies, you want to have a good variety of sizes to help achieve that natural look. We like to use around about 1 tonne per 3 metres of stream, and we use a 1 to 2 to 1 ratio with sizing. So if the stream is 3 metres, you'll order a quarter of a tonne of 180 to 300 mil, half a tonne of 300 to 400 mil, quarter of a tonne of 400 to 500 mil. And this will obviously vary if you have a machine or not, and if you want a higher drop for your waterfall, you'll need more rock. For the pebble, you'll need about 30% of the rock volume. Make sure you order some nice river pebble to give a nice texture to your feature. Also having a variety of size with your pebbles, so get about 10% of 10 to 15 mil, 10% of 20 to 25, and 10% of 40 to 80 mil.
Okay, so this is our diffuser, otherwise known as the Spillway. Its primary function is to disperse the water from the top of the stream evenly to create that nice sheet style waterfall. Okay, so make sure everything's nice and level from left to right, and from front to back it should be leaning a little bit forward. Okay, so that's good. So we've left enough liner as to fold it over so water can't escape from the back. We unscrew the back, fold the liner over, score a little line around the outside of the circle. Now we can cut away that. Okay, now push the liner over the intake, making sure to leave one rubber washer on the inside, one washer on the outside, and then we can tighten the nut, hand tight, making sure it's nice and snug. And then we grab our plumbing wrench and give it another little bit of a tighten.
Okay, so we've built our waterfall here. We got the spillway at the back set to height. Now what we got to do is we got to get this foam, fill all the gaps, because what we want is all this water to come over the waterfall and not go down in the back here.
Give the foam around about 20 minutes to dry, then we can tear away the excess foam and hide the area with pebble. Now it's really hard to find clean pebble from landscape yards around here, so we'll have to hose down the stream, stir up all of that dirt so we can then pump that out and replace that with nice clean water. Okay, so a really important part of the construction of a stream or pond is how we finish off the edging. We need to make sure that the edges along the whole stream is at least 100 mil higher than running water level. And make sure you tamp down the soil, as soil will compress over time, and we don't want any low edges in the future which will cause the basin to run dry and damage our pump. The aquatic and surrounding landscape plantings and mulching play a very important part in naturalising your feature. It tends to soften the look of the rock and makes it blend into the surrounding area.
It's been about 5 months since we built this feature. Just look how everything is settled in. Each and every morning we see new bird life being drawn in to bathe and drink from the cool running waters of our pondless stream. If you'd like to learn more or purchase any of the products used in this instructional video, head on over to www.aquascapesupplies.com.au, or alternatively, if you'd like us to come and install something like this in your backyard, check out our website at www.waterscapesaustralia.com.au. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.